following program is rated TV MALV. It contains strong language, violence, and nudity.
Green Bay.
Here we go, Barflies. Welcome to the Barfly Tailgate Show. You already know it's done by Barflies, for Barflies, and all the other Bears fans out there. Oh my goodness, fellas, the Cardiac Bears did it again. If I was a man a little bit older, Tooch, I'm praying for you, brother. I don't know if my heart could handle this season. The Bears take on the Packers again. We wanted the Packers. The Packers wanted us. That's what I heard. Caleb heard it. All of them in there heard it. The first half. We got to hit these intros first. I'm getting ahead of myself. How's everybody doing, Tooch? First and foremost, how was your week, man? How's your heart holding up?
Yeah. Bringing you back to my time. High school for me, Bears 85. That season we beat the Rams 24-0. So it was the last time we met the Bears or the Rams in the playoffs. The Bears met the Rams in the playoffs. So a little bit of nostalgia to start the morning. Beating the Packers in the playoffs kind of, that puts a nice little cap on the season if it were to end today, and hopefully it doesn't, because the weather's going to be like our 12th man today. You get Stafford out in the elements. Like Mikey says, 40-mile-per-hour winds, wind chill of -8. I think the game time temperatures are supposed to be 2 degrees. So definitely I kind of like the under in this game. But, man, we can't have any slow starts. And I think, Bears fans would probably agree that this season, although the Bears have a wonderful record and it's been a fantastic season, that kind of the Bears have played more bad football than good football. It's like they saved the best for the fourth quarter. And a lot of us are probably thinking if we keep it close in the fourth quarter, we'll have a chance to win it with Caleb Williams.
Hey, you give Iceman a shot, brother. You give Iceman a shot. NFL record 7 game-winning drives when they're down in the last 2 minutes. It's and there's 2 more games where we just came up short. It's just insane. I just feel so confident with my team, man. It feels good to be wearing Bears gear in January. I've not pulled out the Cubbies gear yet, even though they had Cubs convention this last weekend. But KB, how's your week, brother? How you doing, man?
Man, you talking about age, brother. I was like, man, I went ahead and just checked myself into the hospital for the rest of the week. I figured if I was going to have a heart attack, I might as well be in the right space for it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. But no, man, it was a great week, man. I went ahead and got out the house for the game. I watched the game somewhere. Did a little watch party with it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the other podcast. But man, it's been hell of a ride, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm a little less optimistic than everybody else right now. I'm a little bit. I don't know, that game last night with the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers did something to my soul, and I was just like, what are we dealing with? But man, other than that, bro, good. It's been a good week. It's been a really good week.
Yeah, we have come into this as it's the NFC West Invitational. At this point, you had two of them play last night, and we play the Rams today, and we get through this. We got to play another one, which, like you said, KB, that Seattle team was dominant last night. They acted like, because I had Niners covering. I was like, you getting a whole touchdown? Yeah. Give me that. And and they took that personal. I don't know. What's up, Neil? How was your week, brother?
Man, it was a crazy week, but holy cow, riding high off that win for a few days. Didn't take down the victory flag until I think Wednesday morning. It was an absolutely wild game, man. I mean, just the highs and lows, the ups and downs, the magical roller coaster ride that one was. I watched it, downtown, in my old neighborhood, South Loop, one of them bars, close to Soldier Field, Victory Tap. Great spot. If y'all never been, anybody in the chat who's never been, anybody that's watching the show on demand later today before the game, pre-gaming, that's one of the places to go, man. Great times, volumes up, everybody. I mean, I would assume that every bar in that neighborhood or every bar in Chicago was as lit and ape shit as that bar was that day.
Man,
it was so much fun. It was. I've not had more fun watching a Bears game at a bar ever in my life.
Well, I mean, you guys see it like close to you, but I can tell you as one of the few Kentucky Bears fans that a lot of people know around here, I've got people coming up to me saying, "I'm pulling for you, Bears, man. I'm pulling for them." So the faith and seeing what the Bears have been able to do this year and been so exciting has not only got Bears fans fired up, I got other fan bases telling me, "Hey, we
America's team right now, right?"
It feels
Can we argue that?
Yeah. It feels like it.
Take a back seat, Cowboys. Bears are America's team right now.
Fans love a come from behind win, and Bears have had plenty of them.
Absolutely.
The average fan loves come from behind. They love the underdog.
Well, I mean, get us right into it, man. We played the Packers last week. The Packers come to town. We get the ball first and drop down, get stalled out, kick a field goal. They score a touchdown. We get it back, go for it on fourth down. They get it back and score again. And then before you know it, but you couldn't even blink, it was 21-3. And I was like, what in the world is going on here? I know Ben Johnson got a lot of hate for going for those fourth downs, but I was like, are y'all watching the same defense I'm watching? Because we couldn't stop a nosebleed, let alone this Packers offense. So I understood going for it on fourth down. It sucks that you don't come up with those. But
from their own 32 down 14-3, though, how did you guys feel about that?
I was perfectly fine with it. I know we didn't get it, and hindsight's 2020.
Yeah,
but when it happened, I was like, I mean, what are we gonna do? Kick it back to them and let our poorest defense go back on the. At the time, they were just terrible. They were absolutely garbage. Couldn't stop anything.
If you were a player, would you take that? If you're a defensive player, would you have taken that as a little bit of a message, a veiled message?
They should.
Yeah,
you absolutely should have. You should have at that point realized, okay, coach doesn't believe that we can stop them, and that he doesn't care at whatever point where we're playing from. But I mean, at that point, man, I was hearing people saying that was a horrible call. I'm like, bro, I get it. You got to give yourself the best shot to win, and it was starting. The dam was starting to break at that point.
Yeah.
So
the whatever message was supposed to be delivered to the defense certainly seemed to have been delivered at halftime.
Yeah.
Whatever fire got lit under those particular asses seemed to have gotten delivered straight into it at halftime, because they came out swarming to the ball, being physical, getting after Jordan Love's ass.
Yeah.
Going for a fourth down there, man, that's tough. I mean, hey, Ben Nuts, I was calling Ben Nutsack. Ben Johnson dropped his nutsack on a couple of those calls there in the first half.
Yeah, I mean the coaching manual would say kick it there. I mean
they kept
the
going.
Standard coaching manual.
Just if you look by the standard of percentages.
Yeah.
Once you stick a team deep within their own territory, I mean they have a 85% chance of failing on the drive if they start the drive from inside the 20. I think is what the percentage is. I'm trying to think back like 10, 15 years ago when I saw us posted up on a team room meeting wall. You know what I mean? Like it's, but I mean, and then once you start possession inside, basically close to the other teams, red zone, you have like a juxtaposition. The converse is like 85, 90% chance, of scoring, 95% chance, maybe whatever it is. I mean, you're already deep within field goal range. Let's be honest. I mean, you're going to put points on the board out of the way unless your kicker sucks like Greg McManus. Right?
Exactly. That's the point I was going to bring up because the kicker left 7 points on the field.
A whole
can't leave a touchdown on the field.
Yeah, a whole touchdown. So
yeah, but we left points on the board too. When we went for it on that fourth down there in the red zone and didn't come up with it. I guess the first interception was more of a punt, but it was kind of. I think you're right, Neil, where at halftime they made adjustments. Dennis Allen came out with more of a zone scheme and brought some pressure. I mean, he started off the second half bringing 2 corners on a blitz. We already couldn't cover these guys. Who would have thought we'd do a corner blitz right out of halftime? So we brought more pressure. Guys seemed to get home. I don't know if the Packers O-line started to wear down or if we were just scheming it up better, but the D-line started getting home a lot better in the second half than they did in the first half. 4 3-and-outs coming out of halftime is what we made the Packers do. Now the offense still couldn't get it going after that. The offense, they waited literally till the fourth quarter to actually turn it on. I guess we still couldn't score, but the defense stepped up and did their job. If we can get that second half defense today, I've got a lot of faith that we'll be moving on. Now Seattle might be a different animal after what I saw last night. I'm not sure.
What they got that out of their system.
Well, we got to take it one game at a time, right, fellas? That's what they preach. One game at a time. Worry about the Rams, and then go forward from that. But this Rams team is. I don't want to move on from the Packers just yet. I want everybody to get their thoughts in. But man, this Rams team, they've been a Super Bowl favorite. It feels like for half the season. Everyone's been calling them, even when they lose games, they're like, yeah, they lost to the Panthers, but they're still the best team in the league. We've heard it so many times.
Lost to the Falcons, too, I think, right after
They absolutely did. I said on my other on the 12-ounce Crow Route podcast, it's a good thing they weren't in the NFC South. Who knows what kind of record they'd have, because that's who they struggle with.
The Crow Route podcast, how did your Packers fan, running mate there feel after the game?
He's been texting, but his wife just had surgery, so he's actually missed the last 2 shows.
Okay.
But like I've told a lot of people, Kyle, I was in the Army with him. He's a Packers fan.
Yep.
I think part of it is because he doesn't actually own a cheese head. Because I think when they wear those cheese heads, it kind of melts down into their brain and they get the dumbest takes of all time.
Fondue brains there.
Right. So I think that's part of it. But he is one of the most. I mean, he'll jab at me obviously when the Bears are bad, but he's one of the most level-headed Packers fans I think I've ever met. I don't know. That's probably the nicest thing I can say about him.
That sounds about right. That sounds about what my guy is. Shout out my boy Dash. He's a big Packers fan. He's an owner. He has one of those things going on.
We got the picture too.
Shout out to him. He texted me.
I got looking for
at the beginning of the third. He texted me at the beginning of the third and said, "Man, I'm worried." I said, "What you worried about, man?" I said, "Y'all kicking our ass, bro. What you worried about?" He's like, "Man." He's like, I just don't think we can hold this lead. Then sure enough, the Bears came back. I texted him. I said, "Man, bro, you were right."
Yeah.
GG's. That's all that could be said.
I was so shocked in that second half. That fourth quarter was exhilarating. I couldn't sit. I was in my bedroom watching. I wasn't at a bar like y'all. I was in the room watching it. I couldn't lay down. I'm standing. I'm got my hands on my head. Like I could. Your boy was stressing. But
Every emotion.
halftime, everyone's like, it was a good season,
right?
Regardless, we're a year ahead of schedule.
I don't think I tweeted it, but I texted it. Same shit, different year. I did tweet. I said I'm so sick and tired of losing to the fucking Green Bay Packers. Thank God Kyle Brandt didn't see that and put me on blast like you did.
Hey, bro,
like you've been doing some.
That's why I hosted them Twitter fingers, brother. You want to be famous or you want to be infamous, boy. Kyle Brandt will make you infamous.
Aaron, I got somebody that's got a message for you.
Never fucking give up. Never.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I should know better. I mean, like I said, we've done this all year. We've seen this team come back time and time again, regardless of who the opponent is. Just that unwillingness to quit, that the relentlessness of this team, from top to bottom, and next man up mentality. We lose TJ Edwards and DeMarco Jackson comes right in and
I wonder if he hasn't played better.
Well, I don't know.
He definitely moves better.
Guys, they're flying around everywhere.
Yeah. But and then we see Trapillo go down, a fucking warrior, tears his patellar tendon, hops off the field so that his team doesn't have to either use a timeout or get a 10-second runoff. What a freaking warrior.
Man.
We contrast that with the Packers player that went down and just laid there.
Yeah.
It cost them 10 seconds.
Cost them 10 seconds.
Yeah,
go ahead, KB.
I was gonna say that Ozzy injury, man. That kind of not gonna lie, because it sucks in the moment, man, especially for the player. But then you got to turn around and look at the fact that now left tackle might be a thing going into the offseason.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Yep. Man,
I've never
a great draft for tackles, man, this season. There's a lot of them, man. A lot of good tackles coming out.
I think the biggest thing about that is I've never been on a team, I don't think, where anybody tore their patella. But they say, if you listen to all the sports docs and sports trainers, everybody that has something to say about it over there on X, that's like an ACL, maybe even worse. That's a very hard thing to come back from.
Yep.
Yeah.
In terms of the rehab process, it's grueling. It's excruciating, and supposedly it's not ever going to be the same again. And it's gonna turn into recurring injuries, and it's gonna be a nagging type of deal. I don't know. I have a little bit of patella tendon issue in my left knee for some reason or another that started back in like 2019, and it just continues to be a shit show of an aggravating type of thing every now and then when it flares up. So I can't imagine tearing it. Can't imagine that part of it. But if that's the case, then you have to. I mean, if you're looking at the draft side of this, if you look at the business side of this, God bless Ozzy. Hope the recovery and the rehab and everything else goes according to plan, and everything else. God blesses that particular patella tendon and makes it as strong as ever. But if that's not the case, you have to think at the back of your head, what's going to happen at left tackle now?
Yeah,
because that Theo's not the permanent answer. That Braxton's not the permanent answer, and if Ozzy's not Ozzy, if Ozzy's not the type of dude that you expected there to be there, expected to be healthy to be there, then you have an issue. You have to go into this draft realistically, looking now, okay, left tackle might be something we need to tackle in the first pick or two.
Right. They say there's I don't remember where I saw it at, like a 56% chance that he never comes back and gets to the same level that he was at. I just hope that that's not the case. I hope he's able to. But like Squeegee was saying, it depends on the severity of the tear, which
they all do. Every time you do a tendon, it all depends on the severity of it.
Right. So hopefully he can come back.
Colombo.
But
Mark Colombo was promising and had a bad injury, could never really get back.
Yeah, Tooch, maybe Proctor's back on our draft board. I've been looking at edge rushers. I'll have to look at LT Overton. He's got the size that Dennis Allen likes out of Alabama, but maybe Caden Proctor's back up on there, or maybe they kind of wait. I mean, there's a couple tackles out of Indiana that might be later in the draft. Who knows? Berlissimo was bringing up where's Karan Amagaji. maybe that's a.
He's
maybe
on IR.
I don't.
Like literally, but I mean, where is he? As I get the
get
the post,
Yeah.
We were talking for a while about moving him inside, because certainly didn't seem to be an option at left tackle. Went into the year as the backup and fighting for the number one job. And I mean, granted, yeah, he got injured, but it seemed like before he got injured, he just disappeared.
He
seemed
played
that way anyway. Seemed that way.
guard, I think, last year and looked better at guard than he did at tackle.
Yeah, 100%.
You
got to be a special human to play out there on the island, man. You got to be a special human to match up against them swamp monsters coming off, firing off the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Tooney gonna play left tackle today? Is that?
Oh yeah.
Before we went, what are your thoughts on Tooney? You go to left, and they bring in McFadden to play that left guard position.
Man, I got to trust the coaches.
So I can't.
If that's what they think is best, but if that's what they think is best.
Yeah, me and my boy C was talking about that, man. Literally right before y'all got on, bro. I had brought it up. It makes you ask the question if that was something that was floated and that's an idea that was being brought up. What's going on with Theo Benedict? Do we just not believe that he can hold up at left tackle for this game, or did he get it? Is there some type of sneaky injury we didn't know about, or like what's the case that's going on? Because at one point Theo was going to be the left tackle for this season until the injury, and then Ozzie stepped in and then cemented his position as left tackle. So it's like, what's going on with that situation? I lightly remember McFadden, but what's going on with Newman? Like, where's Newman?
Yeah,
Rookie.
that's what Buka said. Where's Newman at? Yeah. It's I don't like the idea of shuffling. That was always a Lovie Smith thing. That was kind of the downfall of his program when one guy went down. Instead of just putting your backup in that position, you want to move this guy over there and move that dude over there, and then this guy plays guard, and this guy's never snapped before, but we're going to play him at center, and it just turns out not good all over. I think I would rather, as much of a downgrade as it is, you got to roll with Theo Benedict at left tackle. His backup is Braxton Jones is coming back off of IR. I don't know what he can do. I know he had the ankle injury, but you got people in place that you are counting on. It really comes down to what Dan Rochar wants to what he sees.
Yeah.
And I trust his judgment. I think you just got to roll with Benedict, though. What do you think, Neil?
Yeah, you have to. He's the only other one that's gotten meaningful snaps at left tackle all year, and you can't put yourself in a position where you're just taking chances, like you were just talking about, like Lovey would do. You can't. It's a NFC divisional. You can't just go ahead and be taking chances and shuffling around your offensive line. I think the only shuffle you could potentially make if they did rep this in break glass in case of emergency situation, the whole Tooney to left tackle, Benedict to left guard thing, I think could be something viable. But who knows what they did in practice and preparation leading up to these late season game situations. You just gotta trust the process, man. You gotta trust what his coaching staff decides to do, like you guys said. I think Theo's going to be okay. It's just, is it Verse that's coming off that side though? Is it Verse that comes off that left side?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jared Verse comes off the left side, and you've also got Fisk there. I guess he's three technically. So Fisk is another great dude on their defensive line, and don't forget Byron Young. They got two really good edge rushers.
It just means we're going to be playing a lot of 12. That's all it means.
Maybe 13. That's what the Rams like to do. They put you in 13 personnel and spread you out, do whatever they want. And the Bears are I believe, second most we run in the 13 personnel with Smythe, Komet, and of course Colston Loveland, who has turned out to be an absolute star.
15 targets last game.
Just a stud. I loved on ESPN 1000. I think David Kaplan went back and found it. ESPN Wisconsin was at the draft when we drafted Colson Lovell.
Yep.
They all laughed and said, "Oh my God, that's so Bears. They picked a tight end, but it's not the right tight end. They left Tyler Warren on the board, blah, blah, blah." They were laughing. It was the funniest thing they ever saw. I don't think they was laughing too much last weekend, though. When they see your boy running wide open all night long, man. And that dude, God forbid a white boy have a little motion, right?
I was just about to say that. God forbid a white boy have a little motion, God damn it. Hey, man, I thought
watching the Packers crash out.
Yes,
all the Packers fans
crash out video.
They're like, Loveland again. He's open.
Yeah, right.
You guys, the Bears fans crashing out in the chat right now.
Yeah.
It's my boy, Tom Grassi. Shout out Tom Grassi. But it got to a point where he was just like, and Colston Lovell open again. He was like, I'm just going to have to make a soundboard for that at this point. Loved it.
They didn't have nobody that could cover him. They didn't have nobody. They tried putting corners on him, safeties on him, linebackers. He was just open, man.
Yeah. I agree with Barrelissimo here.
It's a mistake to issue at two positions to move Tooney versus give extra help at one position versus
that's what I was saying. You know, you got Benedict, the only other player. Well, I guess besides Braxton Jones, but the only other one that has produced in meaningful snaps at left tackle so far this year. You got to play the guy. That is your option. You know, I brought up Tooney to the left tackle because that's what the Chiefs did last year. That seems to be something he's comfortable with, but we're talking about things they're comfortable with now. What's the right or wrong thing to do, right? Play Benedict off the left side, and like I said, you're just going to end up playing a healthy amount of 12 plus, and you're going to have some tight ends and tailback pass pro help on that left side. I don't see any reason why you can't function offensively in that type of scenario there, that type of personnel.
Yeah, and I think you got the tight ends that can help out whoever you put there at left tackle. So we'll be chipping and helping out. Man, it seems week after week we're getting opposing fans in the chat room. I'm not sure who Raymond is a fan of. He's talking about the Bears moving to Indy. I got Go Rams. I think I saw Packers in there earlier. GG's Packer fan.
Some of the Packers fans from last weekend, I think, are back.
Hey, that's cool, man. As long as y'all come in, give us views, hit the like on your way out, or stick around, whatever the case may be.
We don't talk about teams that ain't playing this weekend. You feel me?
It just feels good, man, to watch, to have faith in my team, and I guess I need to just shut up when we're down. Just don't say nothing, AC, because I put my foot in my mouth if I do. I didn't have a clue that we were going to come out like that in the second half. Mikey, good point here. So if y'all watched the game yesterday, the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos, again, it's 2026. We still don't know what a catch is, apparently. I'm still confused about that. Right. But
he was
Broncos,
down after he made the catch.
I thought he was down too. I don't know. Like I said, we don't know what a catch is. But Broncos end up winning, kicking a field goal at the end. But Bo Nix apparently broke his ankle at the end of the game, and he's out for the rest of the year. So whoever,
Stidham.
Yeah, Jarrett Stidham is their starter, and it'll be either the Texans or the Patriots, who play the first game today, that'll be going to Denver next week, and they'll be playing Jarrett Stidham, which Jarrett Stidham came from New England, right? So he might know a little bit about that organization, and I mean, it's a different organization now with Vrabel there, I guess. But
I think he was on the Eagles and got a ring with the Eagles, didn't he? Or no? I could be wrong, but
I'm trying to think. They had Tanner McKee, and they had I thought they had Kenny Pickett, right?
McKee and Pickett. Year, yeah.
Oh yeah. They did have Pickett.
Last year, the Super Bowl year, was Stidham the backup there, or no?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. Buka, I feel bad for Nix. But that goes back to this draft class. They asked Jaden Daniels about it, and he was like, it's a great class. And I've said it since we drafted him. We talked about this in 2021 when we drafted Justin Fields. That was supposed to be the quarterback draft with Trevor Lawrence and Trey Lance, who popped out of nowhere, and Zach Wilson, and we grabbed Justin. And now the only one in that group is still there is Trevor Lawrence. That's really because he finally got a coach. But this draft class, with Caleb Williams going 1 overall, with about, if he wins today, punches his ticket to NFC Championship game. Last year, you had Jaden Daniels go to the NFC Championship game. You got Bo Nix, who should, if he was healthy, go into the AFC Championship game.
Yep.
Penix and JJ, they're still injured, and we'll see if they can figure it out. Atlanta, they just hired Kevin Stefanski.
Oh my God.
Maybe he can get something out of Michael Penix.
You like that one, KB?
That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. But that I oh my God, the Kevin Stefanski.
Right, Mike, Drake May too. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention Drake May. Yeah, but I've already been looking at shirts with that Jumpman logo on it.
Yes. I think Obvious Shirts has one. Doesn't Obvious Shirts have one?
It'd be nice to have Drake May versus Caleb Williams Super Bowl.
Hey, that's what people talking about
40 years later.
Right,
First and second overall picks. That would really be something. I guess it's time to talk about it. Give me 18 seconds, fella.
As we get to the Green Bay 49, Williams chased, throws, and it's caught at the 30-yard line. Roma Dunze.
Let's go back to that previous play on fourth down. Odunze, by the way, came all the way from the right side.
Man,
I don't know how many quarterbacks make that throw in the league. Maybe just one.
One or two.
Absurd.
One or two. And one of them's not playing this weekend. He plays in Kansas City. I've said it week after week. This quarterback does things that I've never thought possible in a Bears uniform. This man is the man. I could not believe that he was able to make that throw. And don't let it go unnoticed. Roma Dunze hauling that thing in and holding on to it through contact at the end of it, too.
Mm-hmm.
That freaking play.
8. We don't win the game if they don't make that
Season's
play.
on the line. I love you go back to what the Packers fans were saying. I love seeing all the one of them, I think it's called the Pack Cast, was like, have you ever noticed that Caleb always goes to his right when he's throwing, and when he goes to the left, he runs? And the other one was like, yeah, because he stinks throwing to his left. And then they show the 4th and 8 play over that. It was just so freaking awesome of a play. I couldn't believe it, man.
The ability to put that ball on a dime, both feet off the ground, the type of juice he's able to get behind that ball as well.
Yeah.
I mean, so many different elite things took place in that one particular, like 2 seconds worth of, gearing up to throw, seeing the opening. It's just you're kind of speechless, watching the play happen real time. You're still kind of speechless half the time now.
Right.
Oh man.
And that's not the only time he made just an absolutely elite throw in that game. Either with both his feet off the ground. Yeah. Either with both his feet off the ground, or just finding the layered option there, or just throwing dimes across the middle, man. I don't know. Yeah, I've seen quarterbacks before be very comfortable throwing the ball over the middle, but Caleb Williams, just not even completing his second full year in the NFL, seems so absurdly comfortable, so veteran comfortable, taking that ball and tossing it over the middle. Yeah, first year in the offense, second year in the league, second rookie season, essentially. I keep on saying that kind of thing all the time. He's so damn comfortable going over the middle. And you love that. That goes back to, was it week 2, week 3, somewhere in there, where Caleb Williams kind of sounded cocky a little bit in the post-game press conference, or maybe it was practice week press conference, where he said, I think I can make every throw. Damn right you can.
Right.
Damn right you can. Feel free to carry that confidence in every game.
That was the amazing throw against Cleveland. And they said, wasn't that kind of a ill-advised throw? And he goes, I can make every throw.
God, it feels like so long ago, dude.
Yeah, it does. Hey, I don't know about y'all. If y'all have been searching the interwebs during this whole thing, I came across a clip by resident hater Coach JB, where he had on I can't remember what the quarterback's name is. Dude was never a starter in the league. They're sitting there critiquing this throw, talking about some, oh man, it was so lucky, it was this, it was that. Then the other guys on there talking some, oh, well, he had Colston Loveland open on the right. He was wide open. And he went to the left and he was just throwing it up. He was throwing it to DJ Moore. My man, I don't know if you slowed this play down and watched it at all. That play was being thrown, leading. Yeah. Not only was he rolling to his left, throwing it as he's falling, he led Roma Dunze.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Because we talk about the Packers game that we lost. And we talk about how if he would have probably led Cole Kmet catches that easily. It's touchdown, his game. And you see him correcting the mistakes he's made before. Okay, the game's on the line. I'm going to roll to my left. I'm going to throw off balance, both feet in the air.
Yeah.
And lead Roma Dunze to a point where only he can catch the ball. Bro, it's insane. The play was insane. I did get the wide shot of the play. Colston Loveland was open, but that was after he started scrambling to his left. There's no way he's going to turn around and throw an accurate pass across his body.
He had the defender, the Packers defender that almost hits him, starts on the outside and twists inside. So how in the world is he supposed to run into that guy and make the throw on the right? Coach JB was
biggest hater.
Was on Hard Knocks. I lost respect for him when I watched him, quote unquote, coach. And I've lost even more respect for him each and every time I see him with a microphone in his face.
Absolutely.
His breakdown of Caleb Williams as opposed to other quarterbacks was, this is never going to win a Super Bowl. That was his breakdown. Not a word about his talent, not a word about his accuracy, not a word about his speed or his ability to break tackles and not get sacked. His breakdown of Caleb Williams was he paints his nails. Yep. You tell me that's a professional head coach? That's the dude? No, absolutely not. They give that man airtime because he knows it gets views. That's all it is.
That's all it is. It's just rage based, trying to get hits and clicks and everything else. That's an absolute bullshit. If you put that in a professional eval inside of an NFL personnel department on an official scouting report, you fired immediately, laughed out of the damn building. That's absolute clown show, fucking Mickey Mouse type shit.
That's why he was the last chance you coach and not a coach at Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Kentucky, somewhere a good actual program. He was,
You know what he used to paint on his nails before he colored them? He used to say "fuck Utah" or "fuck ND." That's what he used to say.
Yeah.
So it's not pussy ass stuff. It is. This dude is just he's got some shit in his neck. That's all that shit is. Going back to that play though, when the Packers, you said it was the Packers podcasters, talking about how shitty it was, how he missed Loveland, tailing off to the far sideline.
Yeah,
that they don't understand route concepts. The concept of that play, he was the fourth read in the progression. The first read was covered. That was the underneath route. The second read was the layered route over the middle. The deep route was 3. Colston Loveland was 4. And the way that Caleb placed that ball amidst 4 Green Packers jerseys on right where it needed to be, drop that sumbitch right there in the bucket, put some juice behind it. I mean, that is just special, man. And all these Packers punks that want to say oh, that was a special play because he missed Colston Loveland, or but what about the play he missed earlier in the game, man? You're just being a hating punk. That's all it is, dude. Yeah. That's all that is, because you can't appreciate the special things that the kid does. And also, boom, he's on the rival team too, and he just beat your ass again.
Well, we got haters in the chat. F the Bears. Bears are poop. One says, F the Bears and F you. Go Pack, go. Packers on top. We've owned you for basically the whole NFL history. If you actually knew NFL history, bud, not just since Brett Favre was there, you would know that the Chicago Bears blew you out for decades prior to Brett Favre.
Absolutely.
Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers gave you guys the lead. But, I mean, you can be mad if you want to. We got a legitimate shot now, a legitimate quarterback, a legitimate coach. And the rivalry's back. Obviously, y'all are in the chat of a Bears podcast. Where's your Packers podcast today?
Hey, baby. Hey, I just want to think about this. What team was supposed to be a Super Bowl contender this year?
Inexplicably.
We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that.
Inexplicably. Based on what? Because they signed Micah Parsons?
Hey, Bills fan, like I said, it's 2026. We still don't know what a catch is. I'm still confused about that play.
I thought the Bills would win that one, man. I
would say shout out to the Bills. That's what I was pulling for, man.
Man, that was a tough game.
Well, in the 6-pack challenge, I had the Broncos picked -1.5, but I was, indifferent about it. So I was, I still don't understand that play, how it wasn't a catch, but it is what it is. Sucks for the Bills. I wonder. I guess there's no shot they'll get rid of McDermott at this point if he's still taking them that far into the playoffs and stuff.
They need to have a good offseason, the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
They need a legit number one wide receiver.
Yes,
but you have to look at what
help on defense, will pass rush help.
You have to look at what Josh Allen's getting paid and how they're able to work around that. That'll be something we're looking at in a couple of years when Caleb's ready to get paid. How do you build a roster around that? You can't go out and pay the best receiver and pay the best pass rusher and pay the best
first
linebacker.
$1 billion player in the NFL, Caleb.
That's
according to ChatGPT.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Cal Harmon. Shout out to Cal Harmon, right there. Rams fan here, living in Illinois, giving great points. Just won a good game, no hate. That's what the shit's all about.
I think it will be a hell of a game today. I told KB when we got on here, I am terrified about tonight. I have watched Puka Nacua has been on several of my fantasy teams this year. I am well aware of what that man can do. Matt Stafford can be an MVP. Let's just get into it, fellas. Let's just get into Rams and Bears. Try to put the Packers in the past, which is where they are, sitting at the house. Matt Stafford, MVP this year? And who says no?
Before we put the Packers to bed, one last thing. All right, now we can put them to bed.
Yeah.
That's a great game.
It's Bears Rams tonight. I was glad that they gave us the latest game because I wanted it to be as cold as possible. And I get it. Hey, y'all are leaning on the weather is what I was listening to ESPN 1000 this morning. A guy called in and said, you guys are using that as a crutch if you're a Bears fan, just looking into the weather. Well, even Tom Brady said when he went to Tampa Bay and they had to travel to Green Bay, it was difficult for him to get back into playing in that cold weather, even though he played in New England for over a decade and a half. Even he said that. So, yes, this is something to watch. Devontae Adams played in Green Bay for years. He's played in the cold, but he hasn't been in the cold in a while. Puka Nacua played at BYU. It's not exactly South Florida, up there in BYU. But now, what is it tonight? 19 degrees high or something by the time it's kickoff
game
time. Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's already in the negatives.
I was gonna say, bro, it's cold now.
It's -10 outside. I haven't stepped outside yet myself, but I woke up this morning freezing my ass off. The heat hadn't kicked on yet. Yeah. I sleep with this thing ice cold over here, but it's bright and sunny outside, so the sun is going to help during the daytime. But this game kicks off after dark, and it's already -10.
Well, Matt Stafford, not Brian Stafford.
Yes, he played in Detroit.
He played in Detroit in a dome.
He's talking to someone named Brian.
Commas are important. Commas are important.
We would accept a colon or a dash there too, John Parham.
But I was confused. I was like, "Who's Brian Stafford?"
Bro, I was like, "Who the hell is that?" I didn't know they had a new quarterback.
But he did play in Detroit, but he played in a dome. This is a guy who grew up in Texas, then went to Georgia, then went to Detroit, played in a dome, and now he's in LA.
He's like 1-9 when the temperature's below freezing.
Yeah.
And dome teams, warm weather teams come into inclement weather where the temperature's freezing or below in the playoffs, 1-15.
Well, the record says that, but his numbers are still pretty good. A lot of people point at the snow game last year against the MVP Eagles.
This year.
Yeah.
Should be.
Look at his numbers: 4,700 yards, 46 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
To me,
touchdowns, whatever he has here, it's crazy.
to me, the biggest thing we have on our side this week, A, the weather, B, the special teams, and C, I think you could take advantage of the Rams secondary if you can hold up as far as pass protection.
Yep.
Now, every time I watch them play Carolina has 2 lockdown high draft picks at corner, which help them a lot. And if they hold on to that interception in the end zone, Puka,
we don't have that.
Turned into a defense. Exactly. We don't. Kevin Byard's
I know.
pretty damn good. If he throws it up there and gives Byard a chance, I think he's got. But I forgot where I was going. I totally lost my track of mind. Jeez. Oh, when the Panthers played them both times this year, they ran the ball really well against them. The first time they played them, Rico Dowdle had a great game, and then last week, Chuba Hubbard had 2 or 3 touchdowns, and they ran the ball really well, controlled the clock. I think Berlissimo put it in the chat. Run the ball, control the clock, keep Stafford on the sideline. That's how you
called
win
on the bench.
Game. But I
put up
think
the game plan too. Put up that game plan.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep, you got to get it.
I think
that's not it. Damn it.
Well, no, actually, that is it. Sorry,
that'll
right
work.
clip.
That'll work.
There it is. Boom. That's the game plan.
Yes, sir.
Line up, and run it through. Run them through.
Straight on through.
Yeah, let's not forget the swirling winds, the lake effect. I've been to a Cubs game on Father's Day and had to buy a blanket, so I couldn't imagine being here in January. And it's just, I don't. Maybe I'm just a delusional Bears fan, but I'm not. I'm terrified because I know what the Rams are capable of, but I'm also aware of what we're capable of. I mean, like I just said. 7 fourth quarter comes back this year where we win the football game. We were down 21-3 last week. Did you guys see them putting it side by side with the 28-3? Which, oh man, we forgot to bring that up. Oh. They have Joe Tooney and Grady Jarrett, who were both part of that 28-3 game.
Yeah.
The Patriots beating the Falcons in the Super Bowl. Had them just randomly talk about it during training camp. And then what do you know? You're in a 21-3 game in the playoffs, and they brought it up. They said, you guys can be part of the biggest comeback in Soldier Field history. And
they played in that game, both guys.
Exactly.
And Matt LaFleur was a coach on the Falcons during that game.
Oh, yeah. And Shanahan. And, McVay wasn't on that coaching staff in particular. But, it's that's another thing that came out after this, Ben Johnson says, F the Packers, F them. We all feel that way. They kept trying to get him to pull back what he said or take it back. But it's a rivalry game, man. And Courtney Cronin pointed this out at the start of this season after the press conference when he said, I really enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice a year. He said, look, I had to fail at this and keep working and get better. I didn't have a last name that got me where I'm at. And if you remember this whole tree, I respect and love the offense of the Shanahans. Mike Shanahan ran a hell of an offense, but he taught that to McVay, to Shanahan, to LaFleur, to Mike McDaniel, who's about to get another job again, maybe in Detroit. God, I hope not. Someone give him a head coaching job. I don't want him in Detroit. But that tree gave them a leg up on the competition, gave them the ability. And I'm not saying they didn't work for it. They absolutely worked for it as well, but it sure helped them a lot when they were saying, well, he's a Shanahan. I mean, we're seeing it this year with Shula, the defensive coordinator we're going up against today. He's getting interviews because it was his dad or his uncle was Don Shula, the winningest freaking coach in Miami history and all those things. We see this a lot, but Ben Johnson's dad was a high school football coach and a principal. He had to work at this and fail at this and go back to the drawing board and dang near get fired and be a tight ends coach to work his way up the ladder. And I think it's made him an even better. That's why the team has the relentlessness that it does. We saw our head coach go through all this, to get to the top. But yeah, that was a big thing this week that I kept hearing was they were so mad that he said F the Packers, and it seemed like every former player, former coach, someone who was in the league was perfectly fine with it, and everyone who had a problem with it was either a fan or some media guy who never took a snap of football in his life. I'm fine with it. I would have been fine with it if the shoe was on the other foot and Matt LaFleur was in the locker room saying F the Bears, F those guys. It's a rivalry, dude. We watched Aaron Rodgers say I own you for years and years. I'm sorry, I'm getting us back off
If it's
track.
Matt Eberflus, he's hanging out with Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it was funny to me how the media brought up the fact that they were worried. They didn't like the fact that he shook his hand the way he did and all this other stuff, but they never brought up the fact that LaFleur did it first.
Right.
That LaFleur gave him the quick shake with the pat on the back and then ran past him after that first game.
Mm-hmm.
I think that doesn't get brought up. The fact that the other thing that I've seen it's funny because Ben Johnson feels a little bit like Kendrick Lamar to me right now. You seeing people clicking up now. Sean McVay was asked about the whole situation, and Sean McVay was like, "Oh yeah, we talked about it."
Of course, he's talking about
it. They got news coming out now that LaFleur is helping McVay with the Bears in preparation. Crazy. So they're clicking up to take my man out the game.
How to blow a lead.
It's the Mean Girls Club. It's Mean Girls that you show up to lunch and they say you can't sit with us, Ben Johnson. And he said, all right, I'm going to go over here and have my own table. Me and Dan Campbell going to put people through tables, and y'all got a problem with it now because we punch him back. It's Mean Girls. That's all it is.
It's crazy work, bro. Absolute crazy work, man.
I never heard Sean McVay speak before this week. He's got like a little boy's voice, man. I'm just like, I did not expect that voice to come out of him, man. It's like his nuts haven't dropped yet.
You never listened to that dude go full Rain Man on a post game or game week press conference? My God, dude.
Nope.
To his credit, that dude does have a Rain Man.
He's a great
mind.
coach.
He's got a beautiful mind.
He's a great coach.
The kind of stuff he can recall reminds me like when I was a kid and I was able to recall like some random like stat from some obscure game or whatever the case may be. Can't do that now. Way too old, way too much whiskey. But that dude is able to do some amazing things with his brain and be able to recall stuff. That is where he is.
Yeah, Tooch, they can say like 3rd and 5 in Tampa Bay, week 3, 2021, and he can rattle off what the play call was, what the formation was, what defense they were running. He's a genius. So don't get me wrong. And I don't want to come on here and make it sound
that little
like
boy voice.
Yeah. But I don't want to be labeled as just a hater. Like I said, I respect and love the Shanahan McVay offensive scheme. But if you're running the NFL like a Mean Girls Club, what are we doing? Like, for real? This is what we're grown men. This is how we're acting. Like, I can understand why Ben Johnson is salty about it.
Someone said Mike Tomlin joining the Bears.
That's never going to happen.
Man, I saw a bunch of rumors out there that he resigned in disgrace because of some sexual dalliance.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I thought they had a meeting.
I don't know.
And basically
I know
they amicably split ways, but Mike Tomlin, the Steelers still own his rights. So if Tomlin were to go coach somewhere, I don't think he's going to do it next year. He's already been down at Georgia supporting his daughter, who's in the gymnastics team down there. Shout out to that, man. I hope it's not true
because I love Mike Tomlin, but I did see.
I don't see
rumors about.
I've never heard anything.
I think
that.
That's one of the things that came out that I feel like they tried to hit Brian Flores with. You know what I'm saying? Let's discredit his character as much as we can.
Steelers released his rights.
Oh, did they?
I'm not spreading it. I'm just saying what's out there, Pilgrim.
I didn't know they released his rights. I thought that was the thing is you had to trade for him.
I respect the Steelers. The Steelers are always so competitive. They draft fucking well. I'm just saying I saw some internet rumor.
No, I don't believe that, man. The way his mindset is and his personality, man, I don't see that.
He just strikes me as all business, man. I don't see him.
I love Mike Tomlin.
But I was shocked at what the guy said about them releasing his rights. I hadn't seen that because I was under the assumption that it was a Sean Payton situation where he could take a year off or go to media, and if somebody wants him to be their head coach, they'd have to trade the Pittsburgh Steelers for him to get his rights. I had not seen that they had released his rights, so I'll have to check up on that. Tall and Lanky said, good luck to the Bears today as a Packers fan. Thanks, bud. That's what the rivalry is about, man. We can have a friendly rivalry and not come at each other personally. It's very, very possible.
Yeah, somebody would some people would like to just root for the NFC North, you know.
Well,
I ain't one of them.
If I'm honest, I never did it.
I'm fully in my bag. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and I hate the way that you dress. All them colors, bro. If it ain't orange and blue, bro, I don't want to see it.
Look, I got some thoughts on this question. Would I love to have Max Crosby on the Bears? And that would definitely,
absolutely
change the defense of the Bears for, one of the, upper echelon defenses, I think. But I just don't know how they would make it work. It's going to cost you a draft pick.
Or two.
Or two. The salary cap's going to have to take some finagling. You're going to have to ask some players to restructure.
Absolutely.
Trey Hendrickson would be a free agent. Be a little easier. It's not going to cost us a draft pick. And then it opens up the NFL draft next season for where you can do some things, whether you want to go offensive tackle or defensive tackle. That would be my plan, to grab somebody, free agent, pass rusher. He's already played for Dennis Allen. Bears are now an attractive destination for free agents who want to play on a winning team, play for Ben Johnson, whatever you want to call it. But the Ozzie Trapillo injury, if you're not looking at offensive tackle before, they're definitely looking at it now.
Yeah, they definitely opened up a whole new can of worms in terms of pre-draft conversations now.
Sure did.
So those meetings look a lot different now. And that's why you probably are not mortgaging the future anymore on getting a Max Crosby type.
That's true, Neil.
Because now you're looking at one very elite need to go into two potential very elite needs. Yep. You're gonna need we can't be messing around with that. I guess is what I'm trying to say there.
Exactly right. I mean, those are the top positions in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Edge, left tackle, cornerback, and quarterback. Now you're looking at two elite
premium positions.
Those players go off the board first.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback, left tackle, pass rusher.
Yeah. I'd love to have Crosby, but I think that Brian Flores will be hired by the Las Vegas Raiders as their head coach, and he will not allow Max Crosby to walk out that door. And Max Crosby, Flores, I think that should be who they go after. I didn't even notice it until I put this out here on the 12 Ounce Crow Route podcast. Brian Flores was a defensive coordinator in New England when a certain guy named Tom Brady was the quarterback. So they already have a connection there. He could bring him over there. And if you're Max Crosby, that's the kind of defense you want to play in. Like, you was getting that out of those guys? Absolutely. Let's stay here and do this.
I would make a run at Trey Hendrickson, offer him like a 3-year with a kind of the third year is kind of more like an option out, and give him like a 2-year deal where you get some.
Played with Dennis Allen in New Orleans, so that's definitely who you got to look at. But like you said, as far as restructuring contracts, we're going to have to do that anyway because when we hit free agency, we don't have a ton of cap space. So, but shout out to the Bears. Lately, they've been willing to dig into the pocketbook. So all you got to do is try and get some of these guys to take a signing bonus or turn a lot of their salary.
Caleb's on a rookie deal.
Right. A lot of their salary
Caleb's on a rookie deal. You gotta make it work.
And go out and get somebody. I did see someone else said, I don't want Mac back, which he's a free agent as well this offseason. I know he's 34 or something, but do you guys have any interest in bringing Mac back to Chicago? I don't know if Dahlman would give him his number or what he'd have to do for 52. But y'all got any?
I mean, it would be like a plan B or C for me. I would go after Trey Hendrickson and try and get him, into the defense. You got to rework some contracts, Montez and Jalen Johnson, maybe Joe Tooney. try and rework some of those big numbers, spread it out with the signing bonus, and get the number down.
Pilgrim makes a good point here. Josh Simmons had the torn patellar tendon last year in Ohio State, and oh wow, Hugh Evans with $20.
I know.
That is a super chat right there if I've ever seen one.
No matter what happens, it's a good time to be the Bears.
Hell yeah,
right,
Hugh.
Hell right. Yeah. He's right, though. I mean, this is like the most fun season I've had in a long time. I mean, Club Dub was fun and stuff, but I never really believed in Matt Nagy. I got to be honest with you.
It felt smoke and mirrors, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if you remember that year, 2018, the defense balled out. The offense, a lot of times, were scoring on trick plays. Santa Slay, getting your offensive tackle out, and then doing this and that. Where we have some trick plays, but we'll also line up and run through a motherfucker's face too, right? So,
you see the you guys watch the Bills and Broncos because there was a hook and ladder play that the Bills scored on, and there were the commentators. So that's the Ben Johnson effect, It's like teams are running it now, They're running it in desperation at the end of the game, The hook and ladder, practicing it, running it.
Well, it's more of a chance to hit than a 60-yard Hail Mary where you're just throwing it up and hoping to God one of your guys comes down with it. But, shout out Hugh Evans with the
man.
Super
Very
chat.
generous. Thank you so much.
We're
like to me, it was ever since a couple of us were really, really young when the Bears won the Super Bowl back in 85, 86.
I was born in 88. So
so you don't remember it? You don't remember it all? I think I was 2, KB. I don't know what age you were. If you were even alive yet, I don't even know. So I think Tooch and I were the only ones alive.
For me, it was senior year of high school, man. It was fucking awesome. Dude. It was like a send off, man.
Tooch had awesome hair back then. I bet.
I had the business in the front, party in the back. Haircut, fucking Bears. Bears. Pictures in my locker on the door, just
driving his Camaro to high school.
You got to look at the fun times as a Bears fan, man. I think top 3 are probably 06, 2010, and now.
Yeah.
Yep. 06, definitely.
I still put 18 on there because that defense was nasty. I still got the Akeem Hicks jersey in the closet. I still got a Mac jersey. I mean, that 18 team the defense was fun. Back when Eddie Jackson wore 39 and made plays.
Yeah, back when Eddie Jackson wasn't overpaid, soft ass.
Yeah, when he got paid, it kind of went downhill from there.
Speaking of 06 or that team, did you guys catch Bare Their Souls? I play this. Do you know who this is? He was inducted into the Iowa Sports Hall of Fame this 2025.
The hell?
Recognize him? He's the quarterback coach for Southeast Polk High School here in Des Moines. 10-5 record with the Bears as a rookie.
Oh no, that's not buddy. Ortman.
It's Ortman.
That is Orton. Oh shit.
Yeah, he lives in Des Moines.
Dude, what a stash, man!
I thought he grew a beard and disappeared to the mountains. I didn't know he was out.
What
there.
an absolute stash that dude is. That is all-star stash.
He's from Altoona,
All-Fame
Iowa.
stash.
He's at Altoona High School.
So
he's coaching Southeast Polk.
My father-in-law still swears that they should have stuck with him and not traded for Cutler.
Right, it's Orton, Manny.
Yeah, he still swears.
10-5 as a rookie, man. I know he wasn't putting up great numbers, but the dude was winning, man.
Yeah,
he just managed in the game.
Yeah, he was the last time we had good winning record against the Packers, but Caleb Williams has already matched all those quarterbacks of yesteryear with his wins against the Packers at 3. That's how bad it's been. He's got 3 wins.
Got no damn Dallas star in the chat, boy. Y'all ain't been to the playoffs in how long? Y'all ain't won a division in how long, brother?
The Cowgirls have entered the chat. Unbelievable.
What it was is he heard us say that the Bears are America's team because I keep telling people that everybody's cheering for the Bears, and it just made his his ears burn a little bit. He's like, "What's like a Spidey signal?" He had to hop on here and see what was up. I got a buddy at work who's a big Cowboys fan, and he just bought a food truck, and it's got a Cowboys wrap on it. So he put that up on his Facebook, and I said, "Does it still cook, or does it just talk about how good it used to make food?"
Is Hubman still just kind of butthurt about week 3?
I was gonna say, bro, a team that we ran off the field can't talk, bro.
If they hired Packers, hey,
that's still stinging for week 3 there, Patrick Hubman.
I will give the Cowboys this shout out. If they hadn't got the Packers, we would have had to play the Lions again. So thank you for letting the Packers.
Hubman's probably like, Eberflus let the Bears win that game. How else would we give up a Hail Mary?
We got to block him now.
Wow.
He that butthurt that your team can't have no playoff success, bro.
Going with the homophobic slurs. That was
right.
Classy.
That was a little harsh, a little uncalled for.
That was really classy.
Out of nowhere, you feel me?
I'm from Kentucky, and I used to say it, but let's be real. We're adults now. That's not how we talk. I don't know. That's thrown me off completely. We ain't even talking about Bears and Rams. I feel like I keep pulling us off. Tooch, you got some numbers for us today, brother?
Yeah, got to run the ball against the Rams. You can get them in the passing game. In the regular season, they gave up 250 yards passing per game. A little better against the run. They 83 yards per game. So we really got our work cut out for. Of course, the Eagles only gave up 76 yards per game until they played the Bears. Right. We ran all over them. We're like 200.
I feel like that's got to be the game plan, man. Let's go into the game plan with what we went into Philly with. Let's run the football.
Well, that's what you do when the weather is going to be this intense.
Benedict, right? I mean, Benedict's a really good run blocker.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Road grader.
Wasn't he the tackle in the Eagles game, Benedict?
Yeah.
I can't remember if he was there or if it was Trapillo was in.
No, it was Benedict first.
It was Theo, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, run the ball, set up play action. If we fall behind, it's gonna be awfully tough, man. I mean, but you can. I mean, look.
Hell yeah, Hernandez.
What's his name? What's the quarterback on the Panthers? Bryce Young.
Bryce Young
had 3 touchdowns against the Rams in that first game. The second game, the Rams had to come from behind against the Panthers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't consider the Panthers one of the top teams in the NFL. Yeah, they backed into the playoffs, and then the Falcons, man, Bijan Robinson ran all over them, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we got to run the ball today. It's going to be nasty weather. I think the team that runs the ball the best or stops the run the best is going to win.
Yeah. I think I know you said you're looking at the under because of the weather, Tooch. With both of these defenses, I'm kind of looking at the over. I mean, the Bears under actually every playoff game under Coach Ben Johnson, they averaged 31 points, whether it's Detroit or here.
I hope so. I mean, we
got 31 last week. And this Rams defense, they're really good up front. But behind that, you got a lot of question marks, especially in the secondary. But I trust
total
our
offense
to push.
In the playoffs. The Bears are number 1, 445 yards of offense in the playoffs.
Hey, Tooch, drop that over under again.
That is hold on a second. It's crap. What is it today? Let me get the lines.
I thought you just had a chicken screaming in your bedroom right there.
48.5.
48.5.
I make the game at 46, so I would lean under, and then the weather kind of gives me, some pause. But I mean, the Rams and Panthers lit it up, So the total. I mean, look, I liked the under in the Broncos and Bills game. Both the defense has been playing well, and that game went way over.
Yeah, I bet that was like
overtime.
Yeah, that temperature kickoff was a much different of a situation, though.
Yep.
That was like a 34-degree kickoff temperature at kickoff.
Yep.
We're going to be air temp 15 feels like temp in the negatives.
Mhm.
Like I said, it's already -10 right now. I'm not
say-
sure it even gets up near 0.
I was gonna say, then y'all.
The temperature
y'all
actually dropped
mentioned-
1 degree since we started the show.
And I don't know if y'all mentioned that wind is gonna be windy tonight. I seen something where they predicted 40-mile wind gusts.
Ooh.
So
That's another advantage, Bears, because for all the crap I gave Cairo Santos, he's made me shut my freaking mouth. He might not be able to hit a 60-yarder, but he's got accuracy, especially in these elements. The LA Rams have already fired one special teams coordinator this year.
they had a block kick.
This is their second or third kicker. Mevis out of Missouri used to play for the Tigers, the thicker kicker. It's I think that's a big advantage, especially the way Devin Duvernay's been playing lately. I mean, that goes, we don't talk about it as much because he's not getting into the end zone, but he had like a 40-yard return last week that put us in range late to make the comeback with Devin Hester in the building. That was so freaking awesome. And Kyle Long is going to be there today. There
were a couple guys at the game last
Urlacher, Hester.
Urlacher and Hester.
Yeah, they had Urlacher come out with they both had their gold jackets on. That was so awesome.
So good to see them boys.
Yeah. I told my son it's finally fun to be a Bears fan. We've seen it in the chat.
Yes.
My son, he doesn't really watch a whole lot of football, but he loves, I don't know if it's just his friends at school or what, he loves Joe Burrow. So I'm like, well, for years I was like, I can't hate on you. What have we given you to cheer for? But this year they're giving us something to cheer for. It's been really fun this year.
How old's your kid now there, AC?
He's 14. Yeah.
Okay.
And where he's in marching band, so he's actually watching the football games at school this year. So he's getting a little bit into it, I think. But he'd much rather go to a football game or any sporting event than watch it on TV. I guess just being in the crowd and in that atmosphere.
Absolutely.
He's all about that. Yeah, shout out Joseph Hernandez in here, Rams fan, coming up with some good points. No lead is safe. Both teams are comeback teams. That's absolutely right. I mean, last week when the Rams played the Panthers, I thought they were going to lose the game, and then
that's why we like the over.
Matt Stafford just did his thing, and those no look passes, God bless it. Every time I see it on tape, I'm like, how? How are you looking this way and throwing that way, and it's on a line, on a dot, perfect accuracy? I don't know how you do it. I know other quarterbacks have replicated it since then, but Matt Stafford is the OG of the no-look pass. So our secondary, and we're getting C.J. Gardner-Johnson back. I don't trust him in man coverage, but
not man coverage.
Tyler Gordon has another week under his belt. They tried to expose him.
They picked on him.
They was looking for number 6, and that's who they were throwing against. But with Stafford, you can't read his eyes because he ain't throwing where he's looking. It's so freaking difficult as a defender. D-line's got to get their hands up if they're not getting home. I'm loving what I'm seeing.
5:30 game Central?
5:30.
Yep.
5:30. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Barlissimo sent me. He wants the Bears to run this wham, get the aggressive defensive tackles and hit them with the wham. 0-1 trap. Amen. Key to beating the Rams.
I'm sure Ben Johnson's seen the tape. Knows how he's been playing. I know we haven't turned the page, but I'm pretty sure they turned the page the next day. Next day they were turning the page.
Yep. It was. I got my two hee-ha-ha's and giggles out, man. But nah, bro, you can't sit there and lean on that, man. You got to start getting ready for the next opponent, man. I've been saying that all year. It's about the next game, bro. You got to be about business. And they
24-hour rule.
They got it. They right now it's about business. They coming to Chicago, man. It's time to put BTA. You feel me? Whether it's a tough game or not.
I'm not covering Puka today, dog boy.
Right.
I don't know how we cover him. We're gonna have to bracket him, hit him off the line. You got to do something, man. That's the scary part of this. And then they've got we've got a lot of weapons too in Chicago, but they've got 3 tight ends that are all about the same. It feels
man.
with the Rams.
Yep.
The game winning catch. What the heck? That tight end was like
that was a great
ballerina
catch.
on the freaking sideline over there, twist and jump in.
Yep.
That was awesome. Puka Nacua, like I said earlier, absolute beast. And
great.
of course, Devontae Adams.
He's a zone beater.
Yeah, and Devontae Adams has caught so many touchdowns this year. But you get into the playoffs, you can't expect to play teams that aren't great. I mean, it is what
I think Devontae Adams, the only player in NFL history to lead the NFL in receiving touchdowns as a wide receiver with 3 different teams.
That's a hell of a stat.
Packers, Raiders, and Rams.
Rams.
Yeah. The Jets didn't go exactly as planned.
No.
Nothing does up there. Nothing does up there.
That's a. I feel bad for that franchise, bro. They
I put Nashawn Wright on Puka. Let him bump and run, and got to play man against Puka. He just finds
I mean, but at the end of the day,
you got zone all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but you got to put somebody on DeAndre Ness. I don't know, bro. And
you have to get Stafford off his spot.
We're not gonna have no Johnson slander in this.
Make
chat.
Stafford move in the pocket.
Yeah, I seen somebody said our cornerback Johnson sucks. We're not gonna have no Jalen Johnson slander, dog.
He's not 100%.
He should not even be playing.
It's not 100%.
He admitted on whose podcast was he on this past week? It's escaping me right now. Where was he at?
I have no idea.
He was on one of the players' podcasts where he said, "Yeah, he is not 100% healthy right now. He is getting injections pregame to take care of the pain.
This man, he
basically steroid shots before game to be able to play.
He had core surgery. Yep. The man had a bag.
I know.
Yeah,
like
I know.
Ripped his bag and had to sew that bag up.
Yeah,
that's
like, bro, I'm not giving Jalen no hate or nothing like that, because to be honest, the man shouldn't even be out there playing. But
you did play more physical
than him right now.
Riley, it might be a problem, but we don't have.
That's a problem, but
we don't have.
It has been a problem for the past 5 games, man.
Right.
Yeah. We don't have a choice. We got to run it.
You don't have
who put that? There's a Shannon Sharp podcast.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was on Unks. Yeah, it was on Unks podcast. There you go. That's what it was.
They are great route runners. They're not burners, like I feel as Riley said that. But the key to that Rams offense is the timing. You disrupt the timing. That's how you try. You can get Stafford off his spot. We bring pressure. We have to get to the quarterback. You hit Stafford a few times. Garoppolo is out in this game. I mean, one nice hit knocked Stafford out. We got it, man. Get to him and bring him down.
Brady McVay is their
figure out ways to get home or just effective play in general.
What I would love to
remember before the season, there was thoughts about Stafford not playing this season because of his back injury.
Isn't that nuts? They put him in some echo chamber on a table, and all of a sudden he plays an MVP level. That's not. I think
minimizing the.
He's the MVP, man. He's the MVP. It's so.
I was gonna say, man, just watching the games last night, because I mean, if we're gonna correlate, man, I hope DA took a page out of the Seahawks book. The Seahawks play a lot of shell coverage, and I did not realize that. I didn't realize their defense was as good as it was. I knew they were good. I didn't know that they were.
It's like Houston, Seattle, 1-1A.
Yeah. So I mean, I know we don't have the front four to get back to the quarterback like the Seahawks do or the Texans do. But to be honest, man, play that shell coverage. You know what I'm saying? If
y'all think Tyreek's gonna play any today? We've got no dog man here saying. I think he said put him on Adam.
Watson with the helmet on the ball saved a touchdown.
You got to play Stevenson, man. I said that last game, man, because you looking at Nashawn. Nashawn's getting burnt all over the field now.
Mm-hmm.
It was like as soon as he didn't get that All Pro nod or that Pro Bowl nod, bro, it was like it literally his game went down.
He's got the length.
He does,
long too.
Him playing against savvy receivers, they get him badly. So
It's
I
this,
don't know.
really, it's the smaller receivers that get the Bears, man. Those little fast receivers, we had trouble with
The guys the Green Bay
guys
got.
like
All Green Bay has.
yeah.
Sheesh.
So we're looking at Tutu Atwell. Who else does the Rams got that kind of fits that mold? I feel like they got a little slot guy
Tutu, definitely.
That's always there.
Kanata Mumpfield.
Hernandez says that they have pass rush, but they struggle against mobile quarterbacks. I'm surprised that I haven't seen Caleb use his legs more in the playoffs. I feel like there's some
that's the problem with the Texans too.
Yeah. Yeah,
they struggle against mobile quarterbacks, so I kind of like Drake May's chances today. I mean, it's gonna be a tough game, that one. I wanted to take Texans to win the AFC Championship at plus 550, and then thinking if they make it to the AFC Championship game, I could hedge against it, just win, like 200-300, just guaranteed. Put 100 down on plus 550, and then hedge off of that, because I bet the other side.
Right.
You're guaranteed a win.
Raymond Granderson says we're going to take the ball away tonight. That's been the key to our defense. That was the one thing last week, in games where we didn't turn the ball over multiple times. We were 2-6 going into last week, and then last week, so we made it 3-6. And Dan Orlovsky
take a look at that.
They're going to win handily. It didn't happen.
We're relatively healthy. I know we lost Ozzie, and that really hurts.
I think McLeod is out.
But, that's it. Yeah, we're relatively healthy. Except we lost TJ Edwards and Ozzie Trapillo.
Yeah.
So, Trapillo's a big loss. Edwards, missed the leadership. He called the defenses, but you don't lose a lot with DeMarco Jackson, I don't think.
I was about to say, from an upside point of view,
Neil's been saying it all season long. DeMarco Jackson's flying around 15 tackles.
Yeah. High motor, high energy guy. He probably moves around the field better than Edwards. And in this game, when you got a bunch of weapons running around, that's the type of guy you want moving around at least. And the kid's going to play his balls off. You don't really lose too much from an effort standpoint. From a leadership standpoint, yes, absolutely. Yep. From a probably a brain standpoint, yes, absolutely. But man, DeMarco, you got to give that kid a lot of credit, man.
Yeah, played a hell of a season.
DeMarco Jackson is what they thought Ruben Hippolyte was going to be.
Yeah. Hippolyte may be active today. I don't know. You got Jalen Reeves, Maben, and Eamon Ogbongbemiga between the two starters, but behind Tremaine and DeMarco. After that, there's nothing. He may dress, But I don't know. That's interesting to see if he does. It's the Rams. They don't really have anybody out either. I know Jimmy Garoppolo, I mentioned already. He didn't practice. He's got a back injury. I'd have to look up who's behind Garoppolo.
Oh, Dotson's playing, huh? I know he was.
Dotson will be.
He was
playing.
questionable all week. I was going to say him.
I think he's still questioned. He carries a questionable designation, but.
Poona Ford on here, that's the guy who they're going to lean on to try and stop our run game. So having him back is a big deal for the Rams. And of course, Matt Stafford with the finger. There was no damage when they X-rayed it, but you never know how that's going to react to the cold, man. When you get out there and you're hurting and it's cold and can't get any can't get a break from it. But yeah, Jimmy G
backup is Stetson Bennett.
Oh, former Georgia guy. So he ain't played in this either.
Yep.
He ain't played in this either.
Nope.
That'll be something to watch. For sure. Everybody been saying all
5'11", 190 on Bennett. I thought he was taller than that.
I didn't realize he was that small, bro. That's crazy.
I didn't either. He's
sneaky athletic though. At least at Georgia, he was.
He was.
He'd get outside the pocket and make plays.
Kid's a hell of an athlete, man. He can move with the ball, and he can be mobile and evade pressure out of the pocket. He was listed at 6 foot 200 on Georgia's Georgia roster, I think.
Yep.
I doubt we're not going to see that.
I know he's got the hamstring, but all those Rams wide receiver or tight ends can catch the ball really well, man.
Yeah.
That's like I said, they're like interchangeable.
Yeah,
it's like they're interchangeable. They all do the same stuff, so it's so difficult to defend against them.
Man, there's one guy that it all comes down to today, though, for the Bears, I think.
Boom.
Absolutely.
Nice, man.
That's him, man.
Are we superstitious? Is anybody superstitious here?
Yeah.
I'm a little stitious.
A little stitious.
I'm a little
What's the advice we need to give the fan base today on their game day or pregame activities? Do we keep this thing the same as last week? Can you stray away from the thing, or what are we doing?
Exactly
bring that spaghetti.
What you did last week.
Bring that spaghetti in a plastic bag to the stadium.
Tooch on ESPN 1000. I don't know how true this is. They said that was Mike Schaefer, former Barfly Tailgate show host.
Yeah, it is
Mike
Schaefer.
Schaefer.
No shit.
Yeah.
Mike Schaefer bringing the spaghetti.
Sure was.
God bless him, man. Nice.
That's our guy,
That's
man.
awesome,
I meant to reach out to him after I heard that. I just forgot about it until you just said it. But
that's great.
I reached out to him and I let him know that he was being talked about on ESPN 1000. He said, "How bad were the comments?" Dude, everybody loves you. You're a fucking legend, dude. You're a legend.
We won the football game. If we'd have lost, they'd have said throw that spaghetti out. But
he's been doing that all year.
During COVID, man, he was our co-host, man. He was our eyes in the skies. Shout out Schaefer.
Hell yeah, shout out Schaefer, man.
I totally forgot where I was. Yeah, do everything you did last week. I told you guys the white hoodie. I wore it for a month and a week until we finally lost.
Oh, that's facts.
And then last week,
Big C.
Last week we were losing at halftime. I had this jersey on because I was like, I'm rocking Caleb today. At halftime, I put on the Walter Payton jersey. So guess what I'm wearing tonight? Ain't no question. Walter Payton going on me tonight. I'm not superstitious.
Help
I'm
us
a little
block
stitious.
a field goal. Gonna help us block a field goal tonight.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I might throw the wrong jersey on. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
look at you.
Get the doomsday out tonight. My boy might go off if he play. You feel me?
Do y'all think he'll need surgery this offseason? He's been dealing with his foot all week, all year, in and out of the lineup.
Yeah, it's only stress fresher though. So all he needs is just a little bit of rest. Give him about a month or two of rest, which is what you're going to have. You're going to have a little bit of vacation time before we get back into workouts.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him in a boot for about a month.
Yeah,
some report coming. Oh God, he's in a boot. Yeah, because he probably had a little work done and he's resting.
Stress fractures are a bitch, man, especially when they're in one of them outside metatarsals.
Mm-hmm. I had one of my left hand. It's not fun.
Oof, buddy.
But you didn't have to hit a cut off that left hand, KB. Right. You got to cut and hit the curl, and I don't know.
It's out here throwing. Hitting him with that left. You feel me?
I don't know. Y'all got anything? What else you got for us, Tooch? Anything else? We got more Rams fans. A Bay Area hooligan in here said, "Go Rams, beat the Bears." Hey, like I said, it's gonna be tough on both sides.
Absolutely.
I just you can't expect to be in the divisional round of the playoffs and not play a good team. You can't expect it. I didn't expect what I saw out of the Seahawks and 49ers last night. I expected a close game. I expect another close game in this early game. Quick questions.
Absolutely.
How do we know if the rest are
Who's the crew
against us? #Buffalo. Hey, I will say this: the Bills are. Everyone wants to talk about the Chiefs having the refs have their back. The last 2 rules changes have come from the Bills: the overtime rule, and then the first down. Where they showed through the thing, that was Bills. But Lutz, we talked about, is it Lutz or Lutz? I'm not sure. We talked about it earlier. It's 2026, and how do we still not know what a catch is, man? That's hard, right? If I was in your shoes, I would be so heartbroken today. But I mean, shout out to Josh Allen, because y'all could have just mailed it in at the end there and not took it to overtime. They fought back, took it to overtime, and then again, that's going to be what they're going to be talking about this offseason is whether it was a catch or a pick or how they figure all that out. And to me, he got the ball, he landed on his back. He's down by contact.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the other guy comes up with it. it's irrelevant in my eyes. It should either be a catch or it's an incomplete pass. Those are the
He was down. He was down, and then the other guy took the ball away. But
if you're rolling around on the ground, the other guy and the defensive guy shows up with the ball, then we are clearly on the ground. That is down by contact by nature.
Exactly.
And it was Gene Steratore in the booth, right?
Yep.
That was questioning whether he had complete control of the ball. Like, Gene, come on, dude. You're one of the best that's ever been.
Didn't they
officiating a Hall of Fame? I hate officials, and I think you are awesome.
Yep.
And he's over there talking about we're not sure if he had complete control. How the hell, if it's tucked away before he hits the ground, is that not complete control of the ball?
Took 2 steps and goes to the ground.
If the ball becomes loose after he hits the ground, he's not carrying the catch through the contact of the playing surface, and that becomes an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Which is the way it's always been explained to me. Well, not always, ever since Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Indiana, Miami. Any thoughts? I mean, Indiana's got their average age is like 24 or whatever. All of their starters, Miami's a younger team, and man, I like Kurt Signetti over Cristobal. I think I've learned 8.5's a lot of points, but I would not bet against Indiana. They're just rolling, firing on all cylinders. And I love that Miami defensive front, man. That's a tough defense. What are any thoughts for tomorrow night's game, college football championship?
The Miami defensive front is going to be the only thing that's going to keep this thing close.
Yep.
If they can make Heisman Mendoza, who has looked like an absolute machine over the past few games, feel just a little bit of pressure, get a little bit uncomfortable, knock him off his game just some sort of minute percentage to make him make a mistake, it could be a different deal. But that team has been steamrolling folks.
Yep.
And dude, it has been wild to watch. I got my dad the Rose Bowl champ shirt.
Hell yeah.
Everything won a couple weeks ago. That showed up yesterday, so he's now got some fresh new game day gear for tomorrow.
That's what's up, man.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he's amped up. So yeah.
I have to work overnight after that game tomorrow night. I'll be working on the magazine. If the Hoosiers win.
I gotta say, KBL, you talk, and then I'll talk because I got a few.
I was gonna say, man, I don't know how you beat Indiana right now. I don't. Even if that D line plays phenomenal, I still don't know, bro. They seem like the team of destiny. Like, I know we talk about that with the Bears, with the comebacks and all that, and it's been thrown out a lot. But Indiana just they're a well-oiled machine. And it don't matter who's in the way. They've shown it all year. It's Ohio State. They're running through Ohio State. They're running through Alabama. They destroyed Oregon. Like I said, Signetti got all the payback for JMU getting destroyed by Oregon. Signetti took that personal. Because I was just like, bro, it's points where he could take his foot off the gas, bro. And he was just like, no. I already drove this car through 3 walls. I'm gonna keep driving.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. Because like I said, the team is. You see, average age of 24, so it's a lot of veteran leadership on that team, man. And those running backs, it's weird because it's kind of like watching 2 Kyle Manung guys play.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, I absolutely love the way Indiana runs the ball, and I just think that. They're just good at everything.
What do they do, Tooch?
Run the ball, man.
Run the ball.
Run through an MFer's face.
Hey, man, it pops up. It's right here. Yep.
Where is it? God damn it.
Here's
trying to grab it.
There you go.
There it is, baby.
Boom. Sean Higgs, my partner on Weekend Sports Betting Tips, made the point that the veteran team in Indiana, they stay cool in pressure situations. The younger Miami team, could lead to some – and Cristobal,
So he's a Miami fan, but he doesn't like Cristobal, right? Because I was watching Friday night.
Yep. He said the mistake, with the younger players, that's going to be the difference in the game, the mistakes that the younger players will make against the Indiana veterans.
Well, I got a lot of thoughts on this one. First and foremost, just when we thought Nick Saban retired and rode off into the sunset, here comes the next Nick Saban. Kurt Signetti, looks exactly like Nick Saban, standing on the sideline, up 32 points, and looks pissed off, absolutely mad on the sideline. And they're dominant. They run the football well. They play great defense. They just if you make a mistake, it's over. Like, I got Will Stein coming to Kentucky. I am excited as hell to have him coming. He has been killing the recruiting trail and the transfer portal, getting talent here to Kentucky. But right out the gate, when they threw that pick six, I said, that's ball game. Because Indiana, the way they've been playing this year, if you make one mistake, it's over. It's absolutely over. They are perfect. It's like watching Remember the Titans. You will be perfect in every sense of the word, from the O-line to the quarterback to the running game to the D. Everybody's perfect and technically sound, and that goes back to great coaching. However, this spread, what is it, 8.5 now, Tooch? This is the best. This is the best defense that Indiana has played since playing Ohio State in the Big Ten championship.
Yep.
That game finished 10-3.
Yeah.
So
13-10. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I meant. 13-10. Yep. So I feel like, as much as I love everything Indiana does, Miami has the home field advantage.
Oh, that's right.
I think Indiana wins, but Miami covers. That's my thoughts. But I think it's a good game. But I mean, if I come on here, Monday night and they're up 35-7 at halftime, I won't be surprised either, because that's just what Indiana's been doing in the playoffs.
By that same token, there, AC, this is the most machine-like offense that Miami has played all year.
That's true. Absolutely true. And this Miami team lost to Louisville and then went on the road the next week and lost. Was it on the road or at home to Southern Methodist?
It was on the road.
So they are gettable as well. I was surprised that they went through the road they went through. I thought Texas A&M would put them out, and then I thought Ohio State would put them out, and I was like, "What? Ole Miss probably should have." But I mean, Miami has gone through this, run through a gauntlet already. But now they get to the end, and they're playing the final boss, and his name's Kurt Signetti, and it's just
he's a killer, man.
Demon. He's a demon, bro.
Can I pose this question then? If IU wins tonight, where do you rank them among best college football teams ever?
Got to be up there.
They're up there.
I've been hearing people put it up against the 19 LSU team. If you look at
everything got to be against the 19 LSU team,
because they were so
that's
good.
A great
I get
team,
that, but there's been other dominant teams throughout the years.
The 01 Canes.
Everybody wants to come back to 19
the
LSU.
01 Canes, the 19
recency
LSU.
bias. That's all it is. Recency bias.
Yeah.
What, you going back to the 88 Notre Dame team, Neil?
Going back to I'm going to be a little bit more. No,
you said recency bias. I don't.
Hey, yeah, the South Bend bias there, but I mean that team was legit too. Pison's '94 Penn State team was I thought Oregon stood a chance against Penn State in that Rose Bowl. Zero chance whatsoever. So. I mean,
that 1954 Kentucky Wildcats football team was.
Oh, geez, here we go,
buddy. they gave Oklahoma the national championship, even though we beat them. But man, you couldn't tell them nothing. I don't know anything about them.
How about '94 Nebraska? '94 Nebraska. Anybody? Any takers on that one?
01 Canes.
Has there ever been a run the ball for a motherfucker's face team more than '94 Nebraska?
Reggie Bush, USC, Matt, that USC Texas game, my God, you talking about
one of the best games. Still one of the best games ever played, bro.
Man, that was
2005 USC Notre Dame, man. Holy hell.
What a great game. Oh, man.
2020 Alabama's got to be up there for me.
Yep.
Alabama. One last thing on this. College football world, get your schedule figured out. The season should be over January 1st. So then you can go into the transfer portal. Your coaches can leave and do what they got to do during the offseason, not during the freaking playoffs. And then B, why in the world is there a week and a half between one round of the playoff? We've had damn near 10 NFL games since the last college football game.
Yeah.
There's been an entire month of 3 rounds of playoff games.
Yeah.
And on top of that, Saturdays are for college football. Why are we playing Thursday, Friday, and then championship on Monday?
Correct.
I got to get up for work on Tuesday. If it's a blowout at halftime, thankfully, I get to go to bed. Like, I'm not staying up till midnight to watch this football game. And it's just,
bro, not only that, but you got to look at the fact that once this game gets played, you got championship games being played for the NFL literally this week. Like, there would be no time to celebrate this national champion at all.
No,
it's going right into football, bro. And it's
absolutely not. Well, they're going to be talking about Monday on Wake Up Barstool. They're going to be talking about the thing with the Bills, the catch or not the catch.
Yeah.
They're going to be talking about Caleb Williams' amazing comeback to win this game tonight. And they're going to be talking about, is Drake, Portnoy is going to be on there. So they're going to be talking about, is Drake May as good as Tom Brady? But that'll be what they open with on Monday. Well, I mean, we got to close this thing out, though. It's almost noon here. So, I'll start. Well, Tooch, you want to start or you want me to start with Neil? I'm going to finish out either way.
Go ahead, start with Neil.
Okay, I'll go down to Neil, around to KB, Tooch, and me. We always finish the show out like this. If this is your first time here, obviously you're always welcome back. Hit the like, comment, and all those things. But we always hit a score prediction, a bowl prediction, your MVB, most valuable bear, and hit your shout-outs. We'll close this thing out. Go ahead, Neil.
Hell yeah. I think the score is going to cuddle up in little spoon right up against that total there. I think it's going to be 24-23 Bears win. Got to go with the Bears. I cannot I've not gone with another team winning against the Bears all year, I don't think. It's just team. It's a team of destiny, man. Mm-hmm. It really is. You got to go with it until it proves you wrong. Until it smacks you in the mouth, you got to go with it. So 24-23 Bears, another tight one. Hopefully not another cardiac carnivora comeback type situation. Hopefully we'll just go ahead and have a nice little comfy lead in the fourth quarter and they score some garbage towards the end there. I think Matt Stafford's throwing hand is going to be an issue. I don't know if you guys ever tried to grip a football with a bare hand when it's minus 10, minus 15, minus 20 degrees outside, but
it's not fun.
As tough as it is to do, try having a fat finger and put some pressure on a little bit of a stress fracture or whatever it is that he has in that hand. No, not a good time. Not a good time at all. Speaking of guys getting shot up before the game pregame, I would assume that Matt Stafford's going to be feeling pretty numb throughout the entirety of this game. I think it's going to lead to a couple turnovers. I think that the Bears could be bold prediction 3+ turnovers today.
Ooh.
That's going to help them win the game. It's going to help them win the game.
That.
Most valuable Bear is going to be Cole Kmet or whoever the hell it is that's going to be attached to the line to try and chip off the left side.
Okay.
Because if we can keep Rams off of Caleb's ass, Caleb's going to be able to cook and play action, but we're going to run that ball through a motherfucker's face. Let's go ahead and be honest about what we're trying to do today.
Cheesy.
We're going to run the ball through a motherfucker's face. So what we're going to do. That's how we're going to win. Kyle Monangai and Swift and Mighty are going to get well over 200 yards rushing today because that's what we're going to do. So that's kind of where I'm at on it. I think it's very simple. Hey, when we're in the red zone, let's score some touchdowns. When we get the ball deep in their territory, let's go ahead and score some touchdowns.
Hey, College World gave me an idea. Do you want to give a score prediction for Miami, Indiana as well while we're here?
Miami, Indiana? Fuck yeah, dude. Miami, Indiana. Let's see. It's going to be probably a 5-score game at halftime. So
Indiana 900. Miami Hurricanes -3.
Duh, Hoosiers. No, we are doing a Hoosiers type of day tomorrow. That's what we're gonna do, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Hoosiers by 1 million. That's my score prediction there. Shout out to this chat today, man. Some of y'all got a little bit ornery, and we had to block a couple people, and that sucks. Hopefully that never ends up being the case. Well, let's keep this thing quality at all times, boys and girls. Let's not disparage people or disparage people, persuasions or whatever the case may be. Let's keep this thing about ball. All right, I do appreciate some shit talk here and there, but there's been a lot of disrespectful shit said inside this thing today. Not cool. All right, but hey, all y'all that bring it every single damn week, love the hell out of y'all. Absolutely. And speaking of love the hell out of y'all, all three of you guys up on the screen right now. Love the hell out of y'all, man. And also Aldo, I know he's kicking around watching this thing somewhere. Appreciate y'all boys having me on every week. It really is the best damn game day pregame show on planet Earth, and I love every single week that we're doing this. And she does as well. Absolutely, she does, baby. She does. She certainly does. Man, shout out to Hoosiers. Shout out to all of our families. Shout out to everybody that is around us on a daily basis and supports us, that pushes us forward, that keeps all of our minds right, that gives us encouragement, all those different types of things.
Federico got a point here. That's what I brought up. Puna Ford scares me. Both Punas. No, Puna and Puka. They scare me.
It may. And you know what? If it does, that's going to be the way you guys are going to win. That's going to be the way that these Rams are going to win if they completely, disrupt everything we're doing offensively with the defensive line. So that's why part of my MVB is helping that defensive line keep Caleb's shirt clean. Yeah. Keep Caleb's shirt clean. That's what we're trying to do. But absolutely. It's going to be cold. It's going to be blustery. It's going to be, it's going to be intense. Like I said last week, everybody out there today, make that game day atmosphere absolutely as raucous as possible.
Hell yeah.
Get properly lubricated.
Match what we did last week.
Properly lubricated up. I know I will be. I'm already on the way. Shout out to a very high quality Polish brew.
All right.
We got a little Polish brew going right now. I will be at Victory Tap tonight because we got to keep up with superstitions.
Yep, absolutely.
That's where I watched the game last week. That's where I'm going tonight. If anybody else in town wants to show up and pat me on the back or high five, whatever the case may be, get a little bit rowdy. That's where we'll be. But shout out to everybody, man. Let's bear the hell down on this whole thing.
Hell yeah. Go ahead, KB.
Hey man. First of all, man, I'm keeping this close to. I say 24-27 Bears. Last second heroics from Cairo Santos in the game winner. Like I said, man, this game scares me, but at this point, it should. You're in a divisional round. You're going against a team who most likely has an MVP playing a quarterback. I mean, you're in a position. I mean, honestly, we didn't think we would ever be in this year. So, I feel like it's going to be a hell of a game. But like my boy Neil said, bro, I can't pick against this team. There's just no way at this point. I don't care how good the Rams seem to be. The Rams lost games this year too, last I checked. So
that's why it's not in LA.
It's you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So them coming to Chicago playing in this weather, I trust our run game a little bit more than I trust theirs. And that says a lot because our defense is but if that defense comes out from that second half against that Packers team, that defense was a hell of a defense. Now, we just need that for 4 quarters, just like we need all 4 quarters of whatever Caleb can give us. My bold prediction was going to go along with Neil's. I was going to say I felt like Caleb was going to outplay Matt Stafford in all facets today. And that means not turning the ball over, you know what I'm saying, just overall looking like the better quarterback. And when I say that, going with more of a passing of the torch type deal, because this could be, you know what I'm saying, you could be looking at this being Matt Stafford's last round. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to get up there in age. It's at that point now. And you look at that draft class had nothing but hits at quarterback, it seems like. So, yeah, I'm going to go with my bold prediction. I feel like Caleb outplays Stafford completely in like all facets of the game. You have that literal passing of the torch moment. My MVP,
gotta be Caleb. If you just said he's going to outplay Matt.
I'm gonna say MVP is Loveland because I do not believe they have a linebacker that can run with him. I like the Packers' odds better against Loveland. And you've seen how that turned out. I feel like he's going to be the chess piece that we need for Caleb to outplay Stafford. You feel me?
That's what Ben Johnson thought when he said, go get me this dude.
Yeah, so I'm going to say my MVP today is going to be Colston Loveland, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Like I said, I'm okay with this type of trash talk, man. Rams put belt. Hey, man, they can come up and try, baby. They can come up and try. A lot of teams have tried this year. The only team that has successfully put belt to ass on the Bears has been Detroit.
So he's saying belt to peaches, though. Those are peaches.
That's
I don't know why we're trying to beat up on fruit.
how you make a nice cobbler. That's how you make a nice cobbler.
It is how you make
what I say.
Maybe we're trying to make a really nice pie.
Hey, man. So
We'll take it.
All for it, dude.
Like I said, man, shout out to the chat, man. Like I said, I'm okay with this little trash talking that's coming from the Rams because we ain't seen y'all all year, man. So y'all can come through, man. Y'all can come to this TED talk, man, because y'all gonna need it after this game.
There's been a lot of Rams fans in here that have been really good.
Yeah,
I do appreciate the hell out of that.
So
Absolutely.
that's the Rams, our team. I have no problem with it. They made a Super Bowl run because as much heartbreaking as Matt Stafford has given us over the years, man, he's a hell of a guy. He's a hell of a quarterback. I got
Hall of Fame.
way more respect for him than I got for Aaron Rodgers. So
no doubt about it. Hall of Famer.
You know what I'm saying? If this was going to be it for Matt Stafford, man, I would love to see him go out on it with a bang. So that being said, I don't want them to win today. Fuck them. I'm still fuck y'all. But shout out to y'all boys, man. We was up doing this thing today, man. It's been spicy going back and forth with these people, man. And hey, bro, this could be it. We could have another one next week, baby.
Win
y'all boys,
and keep
man.
playing.
Shout out to the bar crew, baby.
Yep, win and keep playing.
Go ahead, Tooch.
For all the Rams fans in the chat,
You go ahead, shuffle it all down, baby. You
look,
Gary Fenton,
man,
dude, kills me.
the X factor in this game is definitely the weather. You know, whichever team responds better to it. If it's windy, is that passing game going to be affected? Is it going to, take away a deep ball? Whoever doesn't want to stick their nose in there in the run game, with the minus 15-degree weather, it will have a lot of effect in this game. I think nobody likes to play in weather like this. So I remember that game. Michael Vick came here against Urlacher and the Bears and stuff. He didn't want to be out there whatsoever, man. Urlacher and the Bears, put down the Falcons that day. But look, November 7th of the past year, the Rams made a switch at kicker. They got rid of Joshua Carty and brought up a rookie, Harrison Mevis. Who knows how that kid reacts in the Soldier Field swirling winds, high pressure situation. I definitely like our advantage at kicker, and that could be a difference in this game. Cairo Santos has been really good, and so he doesn't have the long distance leg, but man, that one game where he played the hook it was the second Packers game. He played the winds at Soldier Field perfectly.
Yep.
That could be a factor in this game. I'm going to say 23-21 Bears. I still like I think this may sound like a bold prediction. I don't think it is, though, with the way the Bears have been playing this whole season, that it'll come down to the last possession. Bears will have a chance to win it however they do, whether they're really, a touchdown behind or a field goal behind. But that would be my bold prediction. It's probably not that bold of a prediction. I just think this team, they've done it so many times. It's kind of their MO. My most valuable Bear, I really want to take Colston Loveland too. Just that's the guy that Caleb looks for. If I was the Rams, I would try and take him away because that's a Williams security blanket.
Yeah.
But Loveland was already taken, so I'm going to take Caleb in this one. Just Iceman in the ice field.
Iceman in the ice field. I see. Yep.
Iceman, the icy conditions.
Did you hit your shout outs?
Shout out, man. Everybody in the chat, even the haters. And you got my co-hosts here and one guy, that will be shouting during the game.
Never fucking give up. Never.
We took his blood pressure medicine today. But yeah. Shout out the Podfather, the barkeeper.
Podfather.
Absolutely. Yeah, they say if you ain't got haters, you ain't doing it right, right? Ain't it what they say?
Dude.
Yep. That's right.
So, first and foremost, score prediction. Like y'all said, I'm scared. I'm terrified of this game, but I just can't pick against my Bears, man. Maybe it's a homer in me. I don't know. I know we got a guy in the chat said we ain't seen edge rushers like Verse and Young and
Yes, we have.
and
Max Crosby.
Well, he said,
Yes.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I'm just telling you what he said. And he said, if we're talking about the weather and the kickers, boy, we're in trouble. Well, your kicker has missed a lot of kicks. You've already fired a special teams coordinator this year. You gave up a punt return to the Seattle Seahawks that allowed them to come all the way back. It's the reason why this game is not in Los Angeles and is actually in Chicago. So if you don't see the fault in your own team, maybe you're a homer just like we are. But it is what it is, man. Like y'all said, I have loved the back and forth of the chat today. Rams fans in there, Packers fans in there, Seahawks fans in there cheering for our Bears. Like I said, this is fun to finally have legitimate football in Chicago this time of year. I put this in here too for it. Bear down, Chicago Bears.
All right.
I threw that in there for us. A little bit older than the Super Bowl shuffle, but it's always a classic. Definitely can't pick against our Bears today, man. But I feel like it's going to be a lot of points. Both these offenses move the ball really well. Both these defenses have question marks on the back end. So I think it's another shootout, fellas. Give me Bears 42, Rams 38. That's the way I see it. I think we move the ball really well, both because even when we run the ball, we can see explosives. So it's
Rams
not
got two fighting Irish running backs over there.
Yep. Well, no, it's Kyron and
Michigan.
Corum's Michigan. Okay, yeah.
Kyron and
Well,
Corum.
yeah, they do got Blake Corum. Yeah.
Corum was Michigan, and he's been coming on as of late. He's been their outside, speedy back. Whereas Kyron Williams is so good.
Man.
He does everything. He does everything
both,
good.
Both those guys are good.
Yeah, definitely.
We got two good ones though too.
Absolutely. But I can't pick against the Bears. My MVP, I kind of want to say the weather, man. I know the guy was talking about why we talking about the weather. I mean, it's negative 10 degrees. You come from 80 degrees to negative 10 degrees. You tell me you don't feel the difference. I don't want to be out there in that and then get hit in that. So,
you guys see somebody clip that one scene from Cool Runnings when they're getting out and they get out the airport into the freezing cold of Chicago. all them Jamaican boys stay inside and Coach Candy is just
I don't want to be
LA Rams getting off walking out into Soldier Field.
No,
20 here in Des Moines. It's wind chills. It's feels like 6 degrees though.
It's been cold in LA this year. No worries.
It's cold, man.
It's not been negative 10, bro. I saw your all's weatherman saying
50 degrees ain't cold, bro.
The chance of snow throughout the entire game. They're looking at the updated forecast right now. Chance of snow throughout the entire game. It goes from there's about a 50% chance of snow just after kickoff through basically the entire first half.
I was at the NFC Championship game. It was 89, January of 89. We played
Max Fire.
We played the 49ers. It was the coldest day ever, man. And I was like, man, the 49ers are coming here. They're going to hate that we lost 28-3. It sucks.
Yeah. They say that's the day that Bear Weather died, too. Is when the 49ers came and
I was at the
beat
game.
our Bears. If I have to go with a player, give me Devin Duvernay. This special teams.
He had a good game last
absolutely.
Call DJ Moore. Hey, I like that.
This special teams for the Rams has been an issue.
Yeah, all season long.
And I think Duvernay runs one back today.
Ooh.
KB, speaking of DJ Moore, I said this on my other podcast. I've been wanting, as a Kentucky Bears fan, I've been wanting a Randall Cobb my whole life. And I think we finally got one. His name's DJ Moore. He is a Packer killer. He's a Packer killer, and I've loved it. So I guess Duvernay be my MVP. I guess that'd be my bold prediction, too, is that we get a special teams touchdown.
Let's go.
So I got my score prediction, bold prediction, MVP.
Shout-outs?
Shout-outs, man. Shout-out to the chat today. They were on fire today. It's the most fun I've had talking Bears football since I've been doing this podcast. We've been doing this thing since 2019. obviously people were here before us, but me and KB have been the ones since 2019 that's been doing this Barfly Tailgate show. We've been through the hard times. We went through the backing into the playoffs in 2020 and knowing we didn't have a shot down there in New Orleans. We've been through the believing in our draft pick, and we've been through the hating our head coach, but them holding on to him for whatever reason. And it feels so great to be on the other side. I said it last week, and I feel like it still speaks true today. We as Bears fans have been in a desert dying of thirst, and Ben Johnson has quenched that thirst for us. He's given us a nice big bottle of Gatorade. So shout out to Ben Johnson, good, better, bet. Gets me fired up. Win, lose, or draw, I feel like we're playing with house money tonight. Just as long as we didn't lose to that team last week, I'm perfectly happy. But I want a good game. I definitely don't want to see what happened last night in Seattle to happen tonight, and I don't think it will. I think both these teams, for as much as Edson wants to dismiss us, I think both these teams are really good, and the game.
How many games do we win this season, man?
No,
what are we on?
NFL record.
Yeah, this would be win 13 if we win, right?
Horns up.
Yep. It's be 13.
Isn't that a Texas thing? Isn't horns up a Texas thing? Y'all want to find your own damn thing?
Maybe
Yeah.
he is. Is that what the Rams say? Horns up?
I guess.
I never heard that.
That can't be what the Rams say.
I wonder if Edson was a Rams fan when they were in St. Louis, or if he just jumped on the Aaron Donald bandwagon when they came to L.A., or how far back he goes. I mean,
I'm sure he'll say something in the chat.
But
I forgot Aaron about the catch in the Bills game and Sean McDermott's comments. I wanted to mention it, but he said, quote, "That play is not even close. That's a catch all the way, and nobody convinced me that ball is not caught and in possession of Buffalo. I have no idea how the NFL handled it, in particularly the way they did. I think the players and fans deserve an explanation." He said he watched the play 20 times after the game in the locker room. I don't blame him, man.
yeah,
I was with him, man.
yeah, it's hard to move on from something like that, man.
Yeah.
When you feel like you were in the right and
Yep.
it was incorrect, and they called it incorrect.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. It's difficult to move on, but yeah. Hey, I don't want everybody to think I'm a hater. Shout out to the chat, whether you're a Rams fan, Seahawks fan, Bears fan, Packers fan, whoever's in there, just hit the like. That's all we ask. Like, comment, subscribe to Barroom Radio Network. Shout out to the Podfather for putting us on over here and giving us a platform to speak about these games. It feels great to still be talking Bears football. We'll be back next week either way. If we come out with this loss, we will come back and we will recap the season. And then we're going to have to dig into the tape, Neil, and find us some draft picks is what we're going to have to do this offseason.
Man, I love it. Yeah.
Man. It's about to become a very busy next couple months for me.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I've done 14 mock drafts now. I did 4 more since.
Haven't done one.
I've kind of started going on. I've kind of started going on a run and started doing it. It's a little addicting while I'm watching. Especially last night, the game's a blowout. So I'm sitting there, well, let's just do a little mock draft here, put something together, see what I'm getting. Yeah.
And I have been drafting some tackles, just,
I've grabbed some offensive tackles too. Yeah.
I think we have to, man, with the Trapillo situation.
Yep. Yeah, it is what it is, man. But we'll just leave everybody until we come back, hopefully next week. We'll just leave everybody with a bear down.